Okay, here's a look at the E-mini S&P for Monday, May the 2nd, 2011. Um, just as a side note here, this is a kind of an important day for us at E-mini Day Trader. It's actually our 10th anniversary. So we're pleased to provide you with some information over these many years, and hope you've enjoyed it. So just moving on from that, let's take a look at what happened in the overnight markets. You can see here that this was the movement late on Friday where the market moved higher, opened within that range of that late move higher from Friday when the market opened right here in the overnight session. You can see it dipped down a little bit here and then had a really nice rally up above 1373. I suppose because of the news that President Obama released in regards to the killing of Osama bin Laden. Obviously, I don't know for sure if that was it, but it certainly looks like it. That's when that good wave of buying came in. So, at any rate, so the market went up to 73 and change overnight, but by the time it opened, it was down here around 66. So that's a pretty good move off of there. That's some 6 points. And then the market tried to move higher early in the session, failed, and came all the way back down. So we're looking now certainly. The 55 area, as we have said before, is certainly a potential support area. And then down below that, we're looking at more like around 49.50 area as the next support. So these are areas of support we still think exist in the market, although the kind of down move that we did have today was pretty strong, especially after the rejection of the higher prices that formed during the overnight session. So certainly would not be at all surprised if this market has some follow through overnight and possibly tomorrow below today's low. So we almost got down to 54 today, and I suspect it could very well easily come down to the 49 to 50 area either overnight or tomorrow. So it would have to have a pretty good sell-off though before the intraday bias changes. It's still got a ways to go for that, but for the time being, so there's a little bit of a challenging situation in the sense that on a longer time frame perspective, day to day, if you will, I think the market is still wanting to head higher, but certainly in a very short time frame within the day structure today and possibly even tomorrow, we're probably looking at more seller control. So let's monitor to see how the market reacts once it gets down a little bit lower to these known support areas. Here's a market profiles from just the regular trading hours over the past week or so. Here are our trades with E-mini Day Trader, and you can see that when we have a short trade, for any of you that have seen these videos before, they're identified with a red down arrow. So these are the short trades that we had today that were set up, and we had a long trade in here and another one in here and then a couple late in the day here. So in taking a look at these trades, we didn't really like this first one here, did not take it, as it turned out to be the sort of the trade of the day. This was a short up here around 66, and obviously the market dropped, well, it got down to 54 and change, so over a 10-point move. But at that time we were still, even though we didn't like the movement higher in the previous 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, we felt it still had that possibility to move higher. We didn't take the short. We did take the short a little bit later after we had some good selling structure here. So we did take this short, and by that time we had the red filter, and so that was good. As a result, we did not take this long trade. So that trade worked out well. This trade wasn't actually taken just because we were already short. Unfortunately, we got stopped out here on this short trade, but that turned out to be our first actual trade of the day, and it did move down nicely, bounce up, and so we had profits on all 4 of our contracts on that trade. I think we ended up with about 4 points on that trade all told. On this next move lower, we did take these short trades here. This was a break even. And then this trade here was also break even. When the market got up to here, we were reluctant to take this trade, and we didn't take it. So we ended up by taking, this was the second trade, and this was the third trade, and they both ended up by being break-even trades. We did take a trade later on this long trade right here. We did take this trade. It hit our first objective, so we ended up with a break even on this one too. This is the fourth trade that we took today out of all the ones that triggered. We did not take this short trade. We were tempted to. Certainly, it had come up near a known barrier. It was an indication to get short. We didn't like the movement off of the low. We did have 59.50 as a temporary support in the market, and it did obviously bounce off of that pretty substantially. So we felt that there was a chance still, even though this down move here, this pretty strong down move from here to here, might have another leg. We still ended up by taking this long trade here within the neutral filter because the intraday down and the rejection, strong rejection here off of these lower prices. This number 4 turned out to be a break-even trade. So, and these trades were just a little bit too late in the day for us to be taken. We didn't take these trades here very late in the day. But as it turned out, the very best trades of the day was this short one right up here, and then this other short trade right here, where we were indicated in both of them, and we didn't take either one of them. But that's just how it goes sometimes in trading. You've got to weigh the pluses and minuses. So, but it's not a day that hurt us, and we're here to live another day and trade another day. So pleased about that. And this will give you a little bit of an idea. I mean, that 62 area is obviously good resistance. Should the market get back up there, we'd be looking for a nice shorting opportunity. Any short trades we take right now, though, are more of the nimble nature. In other words, our management on them, we really need to hit our first objective pretty quickly because the intraday bias is up, and as a result, we would not have much time on our side if we were to take those kinds of short trades. But at any rate, any questions or comments, just get a hold of us. We can be reached at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your questions and comments and so forth. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you again tomorrow.